大家好，朋好，我是 MaggieQ。
Maggie，你好漂亮哦 ，You're so beautiful。
哦，谢谢。
Good, do you still pick up the Chinese? Do you still remember how to speak in Chinese?
You know, I do. I have a lot of different business things happening in China, so I'm traveling to China more now, and so I'm having to brush up on Mandarin, yeah, which is good for Taiwan. When I come back to Taiwan, my Mandarin will be better.
Yeah, come back to us. We miss you. It's been a while.
Taiwan, I can't even remember the last time I was there, so it's been a long time.
Oh, we miss you. Definitely come back after, whatever's going on. I mean, the virus. Is the audio okay?
Can you hear me better now?
I can hear you, but it's just like breaking up a little bit. It feels like I'm talking to you on a Skype phone.
Yeah, we kind of are.
Yeah, we are.
Literally my first Skype interview.
This is my first Skype too, so we're in the same boat.
Oh yay, high five!
I know, I'm actually, they wanted me to come to Asia, which I was happy to do, but the problem is I'm on a film right now, so I can't leave. So London was the happy middle place where I could do this.
Yeah, and we're happy to, to see more of your project if you are working on something new.
Thank you, thank you.
This is a totally different genre that you ever tried, right?
That's right. Yes, this is not my standard fare.
I'm always curious because you are very friendly in person. You have a big smile, beautiful smile, and you're such a sunshine girl. But in the movie, you're always the opposite. You're either color or, just be a very serious face, poker face.
What's very funny is that whenever we're on set, we do these intense either action or drama or whatnot, and then we cut, and then the crew and I are always laughing and having a great time. And then when we're rolling, it completely changes. And my crew always says that to me too. They said it's so funny because when we spend time together, when the camera's not rolling, it's very different, and then when the camera starts rolling, again, it's very different. So I do get that all the time.
Yeah, but how do you, make yourself in a different position, in a different mindset for different roles?
I think it might be just the saving grace actually, because I think that if I was a very dark person, and that's also what my work was, I would never get a break from that. It's nice to be able to have my personal life and who I am and how I live in real life, and be able to experience these roles and be in them. And then to be able to be out of them is a relief, and so it's nice to have both. And I think it's imperative for my survival.
Since it's the first thriller movie that you ever did, and also you grow up in the island.
That's exactly right.
So do you actually feel comfortable
or uncomfortable making this film?
So comfortable. I have to tell you, because Fiji, where we shot it, is really Hawaii, just with Fijians instead of Hawaiians. But again, it's like native culture, island people. So, when I got there, it was interesting because the local people knew I was from Hawaii. So the way that they embraced me was so familiar. They were so loving with me, and very, for them it was the heart and the island vibe was very familiar to them. And so I really felt at home. I felt right at home with the people there. And so making the film felt very familiar to me, and as if I was back home in Hawaii.
Is it why you're the most special one in the film? Because I noticed that you are the only one who's not covered in blood.
Yeah, I know. Well, it was kind of a nice break for me, because normally I'm in these, sweaty, bloody, things like that. And, for this one, it was a little bit of a break. It was really a straight drama for me. A lot of my dialogue scenes were with my co-star Michael Pena, and we got to work a lot on character development and how we were going to approach things together. So a lot of the work went into script revisions, a lot of rehearsals we did, about 9-10 days of rehearsals before the movie ever started. And the director was very adamant that each actor rehearse the scenes we were doing together, rehearse as a group, and then rehearse as individuals. So He's what we like to call an over-rehearser, which I really appreciate because I like the time to be able to spend with my co-stars to understand who they are, what they need, what I may need from them, and be able to find a happy place where everyone's comfortable so that the performance is maximized. And we got to do that, and that was really a huge gift because not every movie do you get that kind of time with your co-stars.
Right, but you have to feel very scared when you're making the film. You know, you have to be in that character. Since the island make you so comfortable and loving, how do you make that mindset for this role?
I suppose that's the job, right? It's interesting because if it's material that resonates with you. For me, I know once it's downloaded and once I have a character in mind and a place in my head that I'm living in part-time, I'm there. I'm experiencing it and this person all the time. So it's not really a far reach for me to be me and then go straight into what it is that I need to project on screen. I'm very lucky. You know, some people, it takes them a little longer to get into things. For me, if I respond to the material positively, it's quicker for me. My process is quicker than a lot of people. So, but yeah, you're right. I mean, listen, that's why the job is difficult, right? Because a lot of people, listen, it's not special. Like, we're all actors. We are. I mean, everything, it doesn't matter what you do. You're an actor, I'm an actor, you know, everyone in this room is an actor who's with me right now. At some point, you've had to lie about something or pretend you were happy about something or, you know, go to something you didn't want to do or whatever it is. Like, so we're all acting in our life, but it's really just, can you perform when you need to perform? And that's why the job is so difficult.
So let's play a fantasy game. I mean, this is a trivia game. You have to answer it in 3 seconds.
Okay.
For example,
Who or what do you fantasy to save? If you can save anything or anyone.
Yeah. Animals and
I know that's what you're gonna say to me. Yeah, because I notice every good things you do. Now you got it. Let's start it. The first one. Which princess do you ever fantasy to be?
princess? Oh, I think it was Cinderella.
Good. What do you fantasy to make out with?
Fantasy to make out. Who do I want to make out with?
Yeah.
My German Shepherd. My German Shepherd. My German Shepherd. He's very handsome.
oh, good.
How many children you fantasy to have?
You know, for me, I could have 2 or 10. It doesn't matter. I love kids.
Good. That's a good answer. And how many husbands you fantasy to have?
10 kids, I'd probably need a few husbands to help out.
That's good.
What kind of animal you fantasy to be?
Ooh, I like big cats, leopards, tigers, you know, the very exotic, beautiful cats. Those are... Ooh.
What kind of superpower you fantasy to have?
Oh, I like being invisible.
That's my question too.
That was your next question?
What kind of fantasy? If you can be invisible, what do you want to do first?
I would go to all of the animal testing labs, the zoos, all the places where the cruelty is happening, and I would just let them all go.
Oh, this is a very sweet
That's what I would
answer. And this is totally Maggie too.
That's what you have to be invisible for that. So. 星光好选择 Is that how you say it?
Yes. 星光好选择.
Hi everyone, I'm MaggieQ. It's nice to see you everyone from 星光好选择.
Good job.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
The island is twisting our fantasies.
We were brought here to be a part of something else.
Once a fantasy begins, you must see it through